So I hate being wrong, but the video I put out earlier was definitely wrong. I thought we were bottoming here at 415.20, but as you know, I mean, Elliot Wave is just probabilities. There's nothing in 100% certainty. So when I was looking at it before, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apparently, this is the first wave right here, second wave, third, fourth, and it looks like we're on a fifth wave right here. And let's say that is the bottom. If that is the bottom, this is looking more and more like a descending triangle. Flat bottom, a falling top part. And if that's the case, we would look at A, B, C, D, and then we'd have an E down here. These are all spaced out about a month apart, so maybe early June we get the D up here around like 447, 446, and then we get an E maybe at the end of June, and then we take off for the melt up. It's either going to be that, or this is still in play too, where we have the Y down here at 400. So those are two possibilities, either a double three or the descending triangle. And there's not even a confirmation that this fifth wave is actually done, but the farthest it's going to go, based off the chart right now, would be usually doesn't go past the 50 or 60 or 0.618 fib. So 406.44 all the way down to about 400 would be as far as it could go. I personally think that this is probably the bottom. Going into Powell, I think that they might bounce it and then maybe a pullback. So we bounce on Monday and then maybe a pullback going into Powell, and then when he raises rates, we take off and we head towards this target. That's what the most likely scenario is in my opinion, but we'll see what happens. Maybe this will go farther down on Monday too, and we'll have a 405 or 400 bottom. But I would be looking at a descending triangle or double three. This one, if this goes down to 400, then you'd be looking at this one being a little bit lower, maybe 380, 385 or so. So a lot of different possibilities. It's kind of hard to say with absolute certainty right now, and I was off earlier, so it's kind of an annoying dip in my opinion. For me personally, it was kind of an annoying dip this whole time. I've made some bad trades, but once this gets bouncing, I think we'll probably see 445, 446, and hopefully once he gets done talking, we'll see some bounces in some stocks. Part of that move was Russia was threatening the U.S. again. That was the news headline, at least. And then we just sold off from 425 all the way to 412 pretty much the whole day. So frustrating day unless you had puts and you just wrote them down. Good job if you did that. But based on Elliot Wave, which is not always accurate, this looks like it probably is going to be finished. However, I wouldn't be surprised if it did go to 400. So let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Because the market has been really, the last week or so has probably been the hardest it's been all year, in my opinion. As far as the moves go, I think it's been one of the hardest parts of the market. And Elliott Wave hasn't been as accurate, in my opinion, as it normally is for this whole move right here. Everything's still intact for the double three, but now we have the descending triangle. But we'll see how it plays out next week. I'm hoping for a bounce, pull back into Powell, and then a rip. Hopefully, after he raises rates, it gives some relief to investors for at least like a week or so. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll try to make some videos maybe this weekend over some individual stocks. And next week for sure, we'll see what happens on Monday.